It's almost Christmas. Woo! You ready? You ready for Christmas yet? I see this little square from the window. Hey. um, it's almost Christmas and I'm excited. It's the best time of year. It's the best time of year not because of what you're going to get. It's the best time of year when you're a kid because of what you're going to get. But as an adult, it is so fun to try to figure out what will be the perfect gift for so and so and why and how you'll give it to them and what you should wrap it in. It's just fun. And that is what the American way of celebrating Christmas is. But that's really not what Christmas is about. Christmas is the day that our leader was born, and Jesus Christ. And he is the one who leads us into victory and leads us into freedom. And he's the only leader that counts. Because this week's vlog is about following the leader. And there's a lot of leaders in this life. We have employers, we have the president, we have teachers, police officers, pastors, husbands, parents. Those are all leadership, people in leadership over other people. And listen, it's important that we respect our leaders and follow our leaders. But if you're in a situation where the leadership that's over you is leading you in a negative direction or away from Christ, or is not meeting the needs in your life, in your spiritual life, then you got to get out from underneath that leadership. It's just the way it is. It's the way it goes. It doesn't matter if it's comfortable. It doesn't matter if it's fun, if people take it wrong or what happens. You have to follow the voice of truth that lives within you. If you belong to Christ, you have the Holy Spirit living in you, and he's going to lead you where you need to go so that you can accomplish what he's designed you to accomplish. And listen, that's the only place in life where fulfillment comes, is if we're accomplishing what we were created to accomplish. I have tried all kinds of other things to fill that void, and nothing fills it like living on purpose. Nothing. And that comes with practice. It takes time and practice to figure out how to follow the voice of truth, how to recognize what is and isn't God. There's times you go, oh, I feel like God's telling me to do this, and you go and do it, and then bam, crash and burn. Guess that wasn't God. You know, it's just, it takes practice. You recognize somebody's voice by listening to them, by spending time with them, by recognizing who they are and how they operate. And more you do it, the better and better you get at it. So practice the presence of God. Spend time listening to what he's directing you to do. Take risks. Reach out and do what you feel like God's telling you to do. And then you'll go, that really wasn't exactly what God told me to do. Or that wasn't at all what God told me to do. That's the way you're going to get to the place where you can understand and believe what the voice inside of you is telling you to do, and know that that's God. It's important. It's important that we take the opportunities that God gives us to do what he tells us to do. And we've got to get outside of trying not to hurt people's feelings and trying not to look silly or trying not to disrupt what's going on in some situation. Listen, there are times when it's none of your business and you got to stay out of it. If people don't ask your opinion, they don't care what you think. And so no, you probably shouldn't go running your mouth about it. But there are also times when God says, listen, this is somebody I've put you in leadership over, or somebody who you love or is a friend of yours, and I'm asking you to say this to them or do this in this situation. And you need to do that. You need to do that. You need to follow that voice and step out in faith and do what God's called you to do. This life is no kindergarten game. We're not following some leader around the playground. We're following the leader, our leader, the leader of the earth into eternity. We're following him into freedom now and prosperity now and all the things that he's promised us. And if you're not following the right leader, guess what? You're not going to end up in the right place. And you're going to miss out on all the blessings that God has for you. So take some time to identify the voice of truth that's within you and then follow the leader. See you guys next week.